Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion. Thanks for tuning in again. Today we have Angie here hanging out with Sharon here. We have a new litter here for you today. We got Sharon and Boomer's puppies here. They're about 6 days old. They were born on the 10th and absolutely stunning puppies here. There's 4 boys, 4 girls. Mama Bear just hanging out here. Angie's here as well. These guys will be going through ENS programs and also doing part of the Badass Breeder program, which is the potty pre-training and just some really good stuff. I'll let Angie kind of get in depth on that. But yeah, her current litter right now with Cleo, they're what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks old right now?
They'll be 6 weeks Thursday.
Yeah, and they've been introduced to outdoor activities, and they've been doing great with potty training. It's a little bit of a bigger litter, but yeah, seems to be going very well, and just really looking forward to these guys going through the same program and just having fun with it. So I'll kind of let Angie take it from here, talking about each of the puppies, talking a little bit about this litter in general. So go ahead, Angie.
Hello everyone, welcome. This is Miss Sharon, as Jay said. She is a beautiful mama, just a great personality. Here, you want to show everybody? Okay. Another one too? So we have 8 puppies in this litter, 4 females, 4 males, like we said. Great. Oh, for only 6 days old, we have some great curl coat already showing. You see the little curls that are happening in here, and so that's really exciting for these little ones. So we're just gonna start. They're all looking really great, really healthy and chunky for 6 days old. So we start our ENS at day 3. Today would be day 6. We also do their scent introductions with it. Mama wants to help. She wants to show off. So every day we start, honey. Oh, she's gonna clean them, and then we'll have one making a mess. Yeah. So we hold them upright for 5 seconds. We then turn them downright for 5 seconds. Yeah, I know that's miserable. On their back for 5. We stimulate their paws. And then their feet go onto a cold rag. We also weigh them daily so we can chart their weights, make sure everybody's growing and maturing like they need to be. And then our final step to that is our scent. So today is day 6. Today they'll star anise. It's definitely a very strong, potent smell, and they either like it or they don't. 5 seconds is how long they're in front of them, which was longer than 5. Some of them enjoy it and some do not. And then we just make sure everything looks good on them, check their little back sides. They go up against the heart. Yeah. Baby. And then back with their litter mates. So all in all, it takes about that probably took a little bit longer, but 30 seconds when we're going through it.
For sure.
And we do that day 3 through day 16. What it does is it gets them used to handling. It also has long-term benefits as far as heart rates, exposure to stimuli. It's just slightly stressing them, waking up the brain, waking up that nasal passageway. Obviously when puppies are born, their eyes are closed and their ears are still closed. So the only sense that we can deal with are, the only senses we're dealing with are the nasal at this point, and touch with the pads. Yep.
Which they can't, obviously can't see or hear at this point, so it's pretty neat to see. How much do you feel like these guys gain like per week as far as weight?
Per week. So it's interesting because they're usually all within a few ounces at birth, and then within the first week you start seeing a little more division in the litter. And generally you don't see a lot of division till like week 3 or week 4. But generally like a couple ounces between them. So most Bernedoodles of this size, of Sharon's size, will be about a pound, around 15 to 16 ounces when they're born And then like by day 10, we want them to double. So,
For sure.
So that's one of the reasons when we chart them, we're looking for a doubling in weight. Making
By
sure
day
that
10,
yeah, by 10 days,
Yeah.
around that. Now some of our other, sometimes we have one that might be smaller that pulls from the father's genetics, and right around that. They're usually in a double state.
For sure.
Yeah, so right around 2 pounds probably by 10 days, 2, a little bit over.
And
Yep.
these guys have the most beautiful markings. If you look, I mean, these tan points and the face, the white coming through as well is just absolutely stunning. And then you get some of that, you got a Swiss kiss up top here on this one. And some of these guys have a little bit of a collar wrapping around the side. It's not really a full collar, but it just kind of shows like halfway through, and that'll probably stay. Most times it won't fade around.
Yeah,
Here we have pretty much a, what is it, a half collar, yeah, kind of leading into the blaze up top. So, but yeah, these guys are wonderful. This is one of my favorite looking ones right here. It's a super neat look. I mean, beautiful round face and really nice coloration for this one. This is a boy. He's got a Swiss kiss up top. All of these guys have a white tip tail as well, which is definitely a trait from the Bernese Mountain Dog. And then of course having those tan points up front, very, very nice. Like of the eyebrows that are really coming out for these guys. This little one, I'm just seeing this, has more tan than everyone else,
right?
but doesn't have as much white. So this is gonna be a neat looking one. This is a girl.
Look at her legs.
Yeah.
How the rust comes down to her.
Yeah, the
No high
black kind of
socks on her.
fades into, yeah, it kind of got the tippy toes covered there for you. A little bit of white on the nose, but beautiful tan coming through. That's gonna be a neat looking pup.
Look at her cheeks, how
Yeah.
that transfers down through there.
Big yawn.
She is sharp. It's a female.
Yeah, it's a girl, yeah. But yeah, these guys are super young still, so they're literally, yeah, I mean, what, 6 days old right now, so we're just starting to get some more senses going and get these guys rolling. I'll let you go through and do a couple more ENS and kind of show everyone. And we do have a scale set up as well, so we can get a weight of each of these little guys. We don't have to go through everyone, but just to kind of show everyone the process. And yeah.
The eyes, whoa! I had it tipped so you could see it, almost lost it.
Kind of had it
That
show
could've
it.
been
So you guys
a
can
good
see.
morning, huh?
Yeah.
So 1.49. So she's 6 days old. That's a good sign. She's gonna hit her doubling in weight.
Yeah, so a pound, probably close to a pound at birth, and then so she's gained what, 4 ounces pretty much here in about 6 days, which is super neat. I feel like personally the first probably the first 4 to 6 days are probably the most important when it comes to health and settling in, and just overall it's kind of, yeah, a super important time, so. Yeah, I find it pretty funny how the noses come up, like, see if she'll do it.
This is a very, very strong scent, and often she's kind of dropping. I can feel her head dropping down in.
Yeah, I see
see
that.
it tilting, yeah. So if they enjoy it, then up to 30 seconds. If not, then we pull it away.
I know with Cleo's litter, they were actively like bobbing their head up like immediately.
And when they're finished, they just throw their head away.
Yeah. And this is like at a super young age, so it's not like these guys have really.
Well, they've
been
only
out and
had,
about,
we
so.
started day 3, so this is they've only had 2 days.
Right.
This would be the
Yeah.
3rd day.
Yeah.
And actually for holding them on their back, generally the first day we start at day 3, oh, this one has its tongue out. When we start at day 3, they do not like being on their back at all. That's an uncomfortable position for them. It's vulnerable. But by day, the basket's tipping. By day, usually 10, 9 to 10, I can handle them on their back and they're comfortable. Yeah. So it'll be fun to watch. By next week, I'll be able to lift them and it won't even bother them.
And that seems to be kind of kind of gives the sense of a confident pup when they're able to lay on the back comfortably and not have an issue with it.
Well, and it helps with families, it helps with children, it helps with handling. It also teaches a puppy that they're going to be slightly challenged, through life, through training. So it just sets a very good foundation for them. And the neat part about it, and this is what I always tell my families, is that we have the first 8 weeks in our hands. So how we deal with foundations in those first 8 weeks, we don't take it lightly. So we spend as much time with them, exposing them, age appropriate exposures.
For sure.
But we make sure that we're conditioning them and imprinting them the best that we can. And it makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
At week 3, we start sound training. So they'll be exposed to fireworks. From week 4 on, they listen to classical music during the day. We do try to calm it to nothing at nighttime so that they learn a quiet
atmosphere.
Quiet atmosphere for the evening hours.
For sure. Can you talk a little bit about the dew claw removal?
Sure.
When that's done, and just kind of educational, as I just noticed it right now for some reason.
Yeah, a couple of them I saw too. So we take them off between day 3 and day 5. Bernese, as a breed, have them on the rear. So for Bernedoodles, we get some on the back. You can zoom in and see the healing process here, which looks really great for 3 days. Bernedoodles, some will have them on the back, some do not. Generally, majority of the litter does have them. So we remove off of the rear and also off of the front. And we watch that. That's one of the things. When you handle them every day, you can check on how they're doing, how their bellies are, make sure they're nice and squishy. But then also monitor this healing process a little bit, so we can add a little ointment if we need to.
And these guys look super healthy. Like as far as like healing, it looks like it's nice and pink and just.
Usually by like day 8, 9, it'll crust over, and then fall off. So yeah.
And that's before there's nerves attached to it, so that's why it's done so early.
We have to do it between day 3 and day 5.
Yeah.
We also start trimming their nails. So these are we'll get here usually around 8 to 9 days old. We trim those little nails.
And you definitely know that's gonna be a difference maker later on. Everyone knows how it is when your dog doesn't like
their paws handled. Yeah.
So.
And then as they grow, as they start to get a little bit older, so at week 3, we start our 10-step touch protocol where we touch the head and the ears. This is a little young for them, obviously, but we pull on their tails, and then again, massage these paws, everything. Every time we pick up a puppy and handle them, no matter the age, even up to 8 weeks, we're still doing the same process. And we reverse pet. We actually even start to pat them, because usually children and you're older, your grandparents' age, the first thing they'll do to a dog is pat them, right? And that can send a dog. It can trigger things. So, we just try to do as much as we can foundationally, like the foundation that they're built on here, imprinting them and setting them up for success for training.
Absolutely.
So it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I've raised a lot of litters like this, and the reports from families, it makes a difference.
Oh yeah. And just how things are done makes, just overall, it makes a huge
temperament,
difference.
just the, even their acclimation at home, once they go home and there's a single puppy in a home versus having other litter mates, they just do really, really well.
How big do you think these guys will get?
So Daddy, Boomer is right around 11 pounds, and usually between 30 to 45. Now there's gonna be some when we get closer to 4 weeks that we'll see the weight variance in the charting, and so at that point we'll be able to tell some that stay a little smaller. There's always a few that are on the lower range, like 30, 35.
And then there's some that push the 45-pound mark.
There is, and so you can usually tell those that have a little more stockier of a build. We could probably find a few, you can find it usually their chest cavity. is usually often how I find the ones that will be a little bit stronger. And then a couple of them grab mama's legs, you know, and get a little bit leaner, but this, I think this is one of the thicker ones. This one's one of the thicker. Feel that cavity. This is a female.
That one that I picked out, that was one of my favorites. I think she might be laying over here.
Without the white?
No, with the more white.
With the white.
Yeah. One of the first ones I pointed out. I think it's
yes, her. Look at that face.
Yeah. She seems a little bit more. Yeah. But, no, it's kind of interesting. Like Cleo's litter, the girls are the bigger ones out of that group, which is crazy.
It's unusual, but that in some ways is a benefit because the males can tend to pull larger in weight just from charting. All they have is just charting comparisons, and families report back in weight so that I can kind of have a gauge. But yeah, her females are larger for sure. But Miss Sharon's doing a great job. These puppies, see, we're the 10th of August, so we'd be
it'll be close to the beginning of October.
October for them to head home. We've got a lot of fun ahead of us, and it's going to be fun to watch them change. Change and develop.
Yeah, no, these guys look amazing, and they seem to be coming along very well.
They're very content. You can tell they're fed well.
So Sharon's been doing some work.
She does a great job.
By the way, guys, at this age, you can have all puppies. You can get all puppies to yawn. Look at that.
I forgot you.
It's literally a triggering when mama's getting the puppies to drink, and you rub like the side of the cheek, like right where the mouth opens. Like they will literally, each puppy will yawn. Sometimes it doesn't work a second time, but the first time typically works. So it's kind of crazy, and that typically lasts up to like 3 or 4 weeks. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, here we got Boomer.
This is Daddy.
This is Daddy.
Yeah, this is Daddy.
He's not much of a father figure as far as taking care of the puppies.
He's not involved much, but he's a nice looking male, and he's actually fairly lean. So these puppies are gonna pull some of that leanness. He's 11 pounds, right?
A beautiful coat.
And
he had some nice puppies. So
these are your babies.
Obviously, he would carry both copies of the furnishing, and then also he would only have like your tricolor puppies. So you'll see the tan points, the white, and most times sometimes you'll get a poodle that has the merle gene, and you'll get like 50% of the puppies having. He's checking them out, but 50% of the puppies having tan or having the merle, which is more of the gray look, and then 50% tricolor or black and white. So, but he's got
he's
two
a
copies
chocolate
of
tri,
so
you can see his chocolate nose. So he throws tricolor Bernedoodles. Good job, Daddy.
But yeah, guys, this is Sharon and Boomer's litter here. They're 6 weeks old. If you guys have any questions for me or want to have a phone call with me or Angie, feel free to give me a call. We can always set that up. Again, I'm Jay Miller. This is Angie here at Mountain Dog Companion. Thanks for tuning in today. If you'd like some information, feel free to shoot me a text or call at 330-234-0102. Always, as always, just if you're interested in one of these puppies or love the content, want to keep up, hit the subscribe button down below. We do want to see you guys in future videos. Let me know what you guys think of the puppies here down below. I'd love to get your opinion on ENS, the socialization part here, what you guys feel like we could possibly do differently, or if you just really enjoy seeing it, if you'd like to see more of it, let us know. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. We'll see you next time.